All right. Should be good for a little while. I'll get stream started. All right. Got that all cleaned up. Okay. I will be back. Hey Jill, I see you're already coming out with the great comedy. How's it going, Joel? Thank you. I'll be here for at least 5 minutes. Gonna go, okay, getting tired though. I've been alright. I just got home from work and probably gonna stream for a couple hours or so don't feel bad if you leave. Does not offend me any in the slightest. It's good to hear that you're doing better, especially after your surgery there. Gonna be trying to do some stuff on this and then clean a strife that I was given because the person that sent this commissioned this was meant to send me this strife to use, but I started this build a while ago and it just unfortunately washed up. Yeah, jobs are super fun. Hey, Rickosaurus. With those seats gone, it's employment time. Hell yeah. No obligations. So this stream might be kind of boring because I'm just going to be sanding and filing shit, just like last fucking stream. But it's not going to be all on the body, it's just going to be trying to get this voltmeter carved out. So if you really don't want to see that, then it's not going to offend me in the slightest. If I can get my tools out. That's why I'm here, for the comedy and dick jokes. Long and boring, just how she likes it. Well, I don't know how to reply to that, so I'm just gonna say yes. I'm currently working on my first Straven, but it's taking longer than expected. Yeah, integrations, especially pretty heavy ones, tend to get pretty involved, especially when you're newer to that kind of integration level. Alright, all the painful fucking filing out the way. This is why I never finish anything. Well, you finish some things. Alright, give yourself some credit, dude. Hand that off for me. Yeah, it's the file and the plastic not liking each other. I'm trying to not make it do that sound, but apparently it's still doing that sound. I'd usually do this kind of, alone, so fucking noise isn't killing anybody's ears. Because when it's my chaos, it's controlled, manageable chaos. Apparently it's sleep time for a lot of people, so expect me to get yelled at. I'm starting on a Centurion integration, and Mr. Nathan is crazy for this stock battery thing. It takes forever to get, though. Yeah, the battery stock idea is really awesome. I've attempted it before, and I have not succeeded, unfortunately. But that was also a first draft and a first attempt at that kind of thing, and I'm hoping to improve next time. Don't worry, I'm always doing it alone, too. Yeah, fucking... I hate filing so much, but it's the only way to get a precise line with my tools. Oh, Jesus. I didn't expect it to be this hot up down here. So it looks like you just need to file more on maybe this side to kind of even out the spacing. Not this line first. It's too big of a file. Ugh. Alright. Needs a bit more on this side. just needs a little bit of work over there, and then we should be good. Alright, sweet. Any other projects coming after this one? I have an entire workbench full of projects, but at the moment I'm currently working on a thermal hunter and a long strike integration. I'm also doing a Straven repair video, which is not this Straven, it's a different one. I also have another Straven with a long shot front gun and a lot of other pieces that I'm doing, and a Modulus and Alpha Hawk integration. I need to do more live streams as well. Yeah, I'm also really new when it comes to live stream stuff. And welcome in everyone that's been joining in lately. Welcome to the shit show, where I attempt to be entertaining when it's late at night. Can't really guarantee much action. I think the most amount of action is we're going to strip a Boomco blaster today. After I get this slot filed out, because this is the last bit of detail of body work that I gotta do on this guy, and then it's off to the painting with this person, or this blaster, not person. I'm very tired. But, fucking, we're almost there. I just need the money from the dude to, buy some rattle cans. And yeah, we should be pretty set. Alright, just need a little bit from this side. 6 people is definitely a bigger crowd than I thought would show up, especially this late at night, at least on my side of the equator, to join, but I guess it is a Saturday night, so not a lot of people have too much going on. Just a little bit more, and we should be good. Alright, we got that all cut in. I don't know how much of that you saw on stream, but got the voltage or voltmeter there. It's going to be put exactly where I put it on a couple other Straven or Raven builds, just above this little detail for the mag release, where nothing really is going on, and it's a nice, easy way to check. So I got that all done. We're gonna strip this guy for what it's worth, because I picked it up at a Goodwill for like 99 cents, because it was 99 cents day. I'm sure Jolt would kill me if he saw me do this. Wonder what it would take to break to record for the world's largest knife blaster. I think the because I know the long strike was, and then the long shot was, and the Centurion, and maybe the Raptor strike. But with the modulus barrel extensions being how they are, might be a pretty lengthy task. But I'm sure you could, if you're talking just about like stock Nerf blasters and their stock configuration, I'm sure there's a set longest blaster, and you can see how to beat it. Alright. I don't know if Jolt is still here. If he's still here, Jolt, do you want any of do you want any of the internals from this? If you're not here, I'll just throw them in a box anyway. Holy god, this spring's rusted. It doesn't have much I want from it. Oh, the plunger head's freaking screwed on, or pinned on. Of course it has to be freaking pinned on. Alright. Scrapping this, I don't give a shit. That's all I wanted from you, was your pitiful catch, or main trigger spring. Hey, what's up, Resi? I was talking about a homemade blaster. I've actually thought about making extra time out of next year to put to work on building one. You can always use long strike barrels, or you can use if you're just gonna go for a full integration, you can always use a Centurion barrel or whatever you have lying around. About what about Mark Rober's Nerf blaster? It was like a massive Maverick, and it used full air compressor. I mean, if you're talking about like I guess just overall size, I was talking about like length and stuff. I also kind of forgot about that because it's so forgettable. If you see any sense of, yeah, that thing did look really expensive for what it was. Talking about overall size, well, It might be hard, but you can always just like slap a really tall blaster on top of like another blaster, because I know Terran used a Moto Fury and a Stampede, and it made it pretty tall. But just kind of overall size, you'd probably have to print something like that, or else it'd be stupidly heavy. Or if you made it out of craft foam or whatever. What art thou do, Grum? I've just been working on some, I filed out the voltmeter here, and just going to be doing some basic stuff because I don't really have too much to show off this stream, so it might be a short stream actually. Just doing some general kind of stuff. Yeah, then stream ended up being 3 hours long. I didn't mean it to go 3 hours long, but it just kind of happened. I lost track of time and I was busy having fun with other people, and I guess in freaking stream. Hey Matt, how's it going? Just realized you just joined. It do be a stream, Brizzy. It do be a stream. Alright. True, the shell would be the hardest part. I just find it weird that the largest Nerf blaster wasn't made by someone in the hobby. Yeah, I think that was more of just a clickbaity kind of video. Just kind of something to get the views, I guess. Oh my god, it's Jesus. I'm good right now watching this on my phone while getting a game to load up on my laptop. Alright, that's... that actually sounds pretty fun. I haven't played a game in a long time, actually. I was planning on when I came home, but I'd rather, do this stuff. What else could I work on? There was a big long shot before, too. Oh yeah, I remember that video. I remember, if you've seen the original, kind of concept for the Vulcan, it shot like mega darts, and it was supposed to be a whole lot bigger than it actually ended up being. The Jinx rocket launcher, which is just a Springer, which kind of sucks, appears to be pretty big also. And I know Nerf made the Galahorn from Destiny, which is pretty big. But those are both Hasbro Pulse exclusives. Yeah, not a rocket launcher. Yeah, I kind of want to get one and just like shove like a Berserker or like a Titan tank into it, and just make it to the thing where it deserves to be, which is a big ass rocket launcher that fires like ultimator sized missiles or something. Firing like pool noodles or something stupid. Nerf needs to make an Icon Vulcan, although Icon probably died. Yeah. Oh god. The Icon series kind of crashed because that era of nostalgia wasn't really in the market as Nerf thought it would have been, because the blasters that came out were so not as iconic as other End Strike blasters. I really wish they made like an Icon Alpha Troop or an Icon like Recon, so we can actually have a Rutalicon that was made by Nerf, or like a Vulcan, or especially a Maverick, because Maverick was the top-selling Nerf blaster of all time. I think right next to the Strife. Um, but they didn't really do that because they didn't want to give us a Maverick, I guess. Knowing Nerf, it would still just be a reverse plunger blaster anyway. Oh, there's a piece of wheat in here. That's nice. Longshot is known in Singapore, though. Yeah, Longshot is pretty well known, especially with in places like Singapore. I love myself a good Longshot. I think I've owned in the double digits of, or even the Nightfinder. Yeah, they made the Element, but they didn't make the Nightfinder, which I found weird because the Element was such a niche blaster. Delicious wheat. I don't even know if it was wheat, but it looked like wheat and it was crunchy, and I didn't really want to find out more about it. So we're basically just going to start cleaning the shell of this. Kind of knocking all the dirt out of it. Not going to rewire this or anything because I really am not looking to do that intensive a modification right now, especially to something I plan to use in the future for something. I got the Element from that line from Goodwill, funnily enough. That's pretty cool. Love that thing. The Icon Element was worse than the N-Strike version. Yeah, I think that was due to Hasbro being modern Hasbro and cheaping the shit out of it. Because I've owned a regular Element and a Icon one. I've actually owned every single Icon blaster in different time periods. Because I thrifted a Icon Mag Strike because it was broken. It's actually the one that I used for my personal Straven integration that's currently being still a work in progress build. And I've owned the Element and the Stampede and the Spectre, which I also found the Spectre was a weird choice because the Spectre, I mean, good for the barrel attachment, but that's where it kind of ends for me. I don't like anything else of the anything else on it. Also, from what I heard, it was a fire strike internally. I mean, internally it kind of varied because it matched the old internals. It just wasn't performing as well as the old one did because it was either Hasbro cheaping out or it was something else. My Icon Element's plunger head separated from the charging handle. It's really weird, but the N-Strike Element I have was way weaker. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Spectre's known for its suppressor thing. It even fixed the air leak problem in the Mag Strike. Yeah, the first run, I believe, of the Icon Mag Strikes had air leaks. Surprisingly enough, the Icon one that I got, the rotation mech was broken on it, but the there was no air leaks actually, so I kept the internals from it in case I needed to replace the Mag Strike's internals at all. I kind of wish they did more with the icon line, especially with the long shot. They could have done a way better job at going about the blaster. Night Finder is better than the Element. I totally agree. In every department, the grip is better and whatnot. Oh, Jolt, since you're here, I didn't know if you saw this or not. I stripped apart a Boomco Whip Blast or whatever, the pistol-y one. I saved the gears and internals if you want them. To their credit, they did not. They did at least fix the dart holders on the Element so darts didn't fall too far. Yeah, I remember hearing problems about that. I hate it when Nerf makes an actually decent series, but then cancel it because money. Yeah, they love just starting series and then just putting out or shitting out like a couple blasters, then immediately murdering the series. Just like the Rival Edge line. Hyper was like that for a while, and then we got some new Hyper blasters, unfortunately. But the Icon series, the Alien Menace line, the Doomlands line, Zombie Strike. Zombie Strike lasted a long time, fortunately, but also had the same kind of fate. To where it unfortunately kind of died off. I think we kind of did that. Yeah, I actually really liked the Zombie Strike aesthetic. I liked all the blasters. Or Mega XL. Yeah, Mega XL is still kind of a newer brand. Or newer line, I suppose. Alien Menace. Yeah, I owned an Incisor. Unfortunately, it was like turbo broken. Because the dude that I bought it from used to be a modder. And he, it was in a Craigslist deal, and I didn't know that he used to be a modder, but then there was a bag of spare Maverick internals. So yeah. And a lot of the blasters were terribly modified, and that Incisor was jammed full of darts, and it was just beyond repairable for me at the time. And this was a good 4 years ago. Still wish I had that, but I don't, unfortunately. Xenoline was just a true thing I know of. I remember that. Might have just read the name wrong. They also had the Vortex VTX line, which they only put out recolors of their old Vortex blasters and didn't do anything special with. Apparently you can still buy the ammo for it. Target had the new Vortex, yeah. I remember seeing that line at a Five Below, which Five Below is a fucking... That's such a lie of a name because everything in there is overpriced, but they had Vortex, like, Pyragons and stuff, and I was gonna get a Pyragon there, but it was like $31, and it was way too much money for me to justify spending at the time, especially just for a Vortex blaster that I could find at a thrift store. Yeah, they have so much ammo that Amazon still has tons, yeah. I remember you telling me about that, Jolt. Still have the stock from a Praxis that I found at the side of the road, the Blaster 2. Yeah, it's funny that you just find... You can find blasters on the side of the road. I found a double dealer with its magazines on the side of the road. It was jammed, and I took the magazines out of it and stripped the rest of it for parts. The Voidcaster is pretty cool, and regular Mega seems to be slowly dying. Yeah, the last Mega shooting blaster, I believe, was the Fortnite Flare. I could be wrong. I don't really care too much about Modern Hasbro, so I don't really know too much. I'm half convinced that's why they made the VTX line, just to get more disc out there. Maybe. It'd be also a weird kind of market to hit, because Vortex also died kind of slowly because of it being outclassed by Elite blasters and Hasbro kind of switching their gears and where they were focusing in blaster production, I suppose. I don't know the insides of Hasbro. I really don't care to know. Just kind of guessing. The last non-Fortnite was the Talon, I think. Yeah, that was part of the Mega AccuStrike line, which also was a sub-series that died very quickly. I think only like 3 or so blasters came out in that tiny line, and it was the Talon, the Bulldog, and the stupid deploying snipery one. I think the Fortnite Shark, whatever blaster, shot Mega Darts, and that was one of the newer ones. I could be wrong about that. I don't really follow what Hasbro does these days. The erection choke sniper. I guess I could be productive and start working on a project. Yeah, Roblox has that Shark Blaster. Which I found interesting, mainly because of how shit it looked. Also has demo rockets. Yeah, I feel like demolisher rockets are used more than anything else. Alright, I'm gonna head out and sleep. Y'all have a good one. Alright, see you later, Joel. It was fun having you here. I got to go and finish editing, but it was nice. See you later, Brickosaurus. Nice to see you here, and hopefully that video isn't too bad to edit. You guys have a good rest of your night. Again, I won't stream for too long, hopefully, because I'm planning to sleep myself. Just wanted to catch up on everybody and see how everyone's doing, and hopefully capture some work on camera. So I'll get my 80 grit. Might crash later. Had a busy day. Well, I guess it was. I also kind of had a busy day, so. Hey, what's up, Grims? How's it going? Won't be trading too much, but we'll be listening in the background. Oh, cool, Grims. It's nice to see that you're here, and it's a good thing you were able to catch the stream. Glad to have you here, man. Hopefully I can finish the bodywork of this over the course of Christmas break and the winter altogether, because I just want to finish this before summer, so I can just throw a paint job on this when I'm done. because I'd rather wait to get it nicer weather. Still weirded out that fork knife has a realistic blasters. Yeah, they're realistic to a sense, but also trying to tap into that market of real kind of battle royale kind of shit, which I'm not really a fan of, and it being cartoon guns rather than like actual ones. Hence why Nerf decided to capitalize on it. Also, the market was hot because children play Fortnite and children play with Nerf blasters. Kids, yeah. They are a toy company after all, so they kind of have to be hip with the fellow kids. You guys like Fortnite? Let's give you a semi-realistic kind of Scar-looking blaster. Paint that black and get shot at. I mean, it is kind of cool to see Hasbro making newer kind of design choices with more realistic looks. But it's also kind of scary at the same time. If you can't tell already, I'm not a fan of new Hasbro and what their decisions are. When it comes to Nerf, I can't really give a shit about Magic or whatever else properties they own. No offense to anyone that likes Magic, I just don't really follow it. Yeah. Exactly. They kind of want to cater to every single market and try and get a pinch of that corporate money as much as they can, and until people are just sick of it, and then they kind of just fall through. Hence why they put out so many Nerf lines, I guess. Entice people with an idea and then just kind of blow it at the last second. Thing is, also, Elite 2.0 is kind of going out of style, which is nice. At least I think it is. I haven't seen any or heard any new Elite 2.0 blasters. Magic crossed over a 40k and the artwork is nice, at least. Yeah, I don't know too much about like Warhammer 40k and Magic the Gathering kind of stuff. I tried, but I never really clicked for me. Just feels like Hasbro owns way too many properties. and they have way too much control over that kind of stuff. Yeah, pretty much. At least in my opinion, I feel like they should just kind of Monopoly pretty much. I think it's funny enough that I think Hasbro owns Monopoly, which is you know, I'm pretty sure Hasbro also owns Uno. So there's that. Ironic. I could be wrong. Could be Mattel or another company. Ironic. Monopoly is Hasbro. Yeah. Just take something that people like and just rip it away from their hands, and that's how you make company money. This is the person who knows jack shit about companies. Funny that old Nerf was Tonka. The 93 pistol said it. Yeah, Tonka made the Batman pistol and a bit of other pistols and blasters in the day. Still wonder what the hobby and kind of Nerf would still look like if Kenner still owned it instead of Hasbro jumping in and buying it. Good trucks they make though, yeah. Yeah, I don't really have a respiratory and I've been meaning to get one. I know they're pretty expensive, but I don't need my health. It's fine. Seriously though, I do need one. Maybe I'll buy one Sunday. because I have work almost all day tomorrow. Yeah, try and start caring about my health a lot more. Because I've neglected my health for a long time, and trying to, not die in my 30s. At least try not to. I also found it interesting that the Thermal Hunter doesn't say do not modify darts or dart blaster, it just says do not modify darts. So technically I could sue Busby, because I'm modifying their blaster. If I get hurt doing this, then there you go. I made it through the Centurion stock. Just getting it apart or just cutting it up? What you doing with that Centurion stock? Oh yeah, you were cutting it up to put the battery door on. Yeah, that is an accomplishment. Holy shit. Now you gotta make it so it goes back on and stays on when you're playing. That's the tricky part. Alright. Throw some DevCon on here and then we can start sanding the stock for all its digicamo. I think I've gotten through 3 Chupo Exacto blades because they snapped. I wanted to make it so it screws on, but I feel like the magnets would be a lot easier. So I had that same idea with my Strife and Centurion integration. I actually used the bit that I cut off from the Strife that held the screw in, little nut piece, and I used a bit of the battery door, and I attached it to the stock piece and cut out a notch, and it sort of worked. There's still a lot of refining I need to do on that build. I've just been focused on a lot of other projects, so I haven't really finalized that. But magnets would be a lot easier. I was actually contemplating using magnets, but could never find small magnets. Hacksaw is fun, yeah. Hacksaws are kind of fun. Especially if you've been experienced with a hacksaw for a long time, they're pretty easy to work with. Alright. That's done. Every time I use a hacksaw, I somehow cut an angle, so I've learned the hard way to leave extra material. Me too, honestly. I always believed that if I just cut on the line, it reduces how much work I have to do, and then now I cut like that much extra because I've either changed my mind or just not trusted myself in my original cut lines. It usually works out pretty well. The trick I used in the past is to mark out where you want it on both sides of the shell and not cut out like because when you cut it could be on an angle. So if you start your cut on one half and then do the other cut on the other half, it tends to be a lot straighter. I'm back, just finished editing. That was pretty fast. Glad to hear you're back. This poor freaking long strike. Oh my god. Probably gonna do some removing of digital camo on this, and we might call it a night after that because I do need to shower occasionally, you know. Alright. Grim needs to get his sleep for work. Yeah. Tell me about it. Well, of course, the paint needs to be thick. And it's stock. By the way, I was not the person that painted this poor long strike. I found this at a Goodwill. It was overpriced, but I kind of wanted to save the long strike anyway. I'm almost done editing before, just had to finish it and decided to come back. Oh, I appreciate you coming back, and good to hear that you got it done. I actually had to edit my most recent video twice, because the first time I did it, I deleted the clips off of my phone, and the edited video got corrupted, so I had to redo the entire thing. And of course, I forgot to include some parts, but it's okay. I still feel like the Hybrid Theory video came out decent. Just kind of wish that the music in that video was a lot quieter. But just more things to learn, I suppose. Should have used paint thinner or something. Paint thinner, at least the ones that I've heard of, would melt through the plastic. I tried using warm isopropyl alcohol, but it didn't do anything. I do plan on going thrifting tomorrow before I end up going to work. I should have enough time to do that. I'm going to try and look for some potential Christmas presents, because it's that time of year. Already got boxes sorted out for some people, and hoping to ship those out when I can. I'll see if I can record a Christmas special. No, don't quote me on that, because I don't have any ideas in mind right now. How the Grimm stole Christmas. That might be interesting. I was actually planning on doing a Halloween video, but like I said in the community post a while ago, that I just didn't really feel like it. And having someone help me film is something I'm not really used to, I'm not really comfortable with, and I don't really know anyone that would help me film it. Christmas special would be kind of cool, though. Yeah, I do plan on making more videos that aren't thrifting videos or blaster showing off videos. Any recommendations for other blasters I could integrate into this? It's a Spectrum internally, and I sort of want a rifle feel to it. So you have a Spectrum and a Centurion, correct? Have you picked up the Adventure Force Ranger? It's pretty good for modding. And it's basically a triple shotgun out of the box. I have not picked up a Adventure Force Ranger. I will definitely look into that. Some blasters from Buzzbee and other brands would help on that mod. The integration that Michael's doing here. It's also great to know that people are still doing integration work. Trying to keep it alive. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of just cheaper Buzzbee blasters that have a lot of cool lines on them, especially for sci-fi builds, and a lot of gap filling. Yeah, Spectre Centurion, I wanted to do something with the Magma like the Mag Strike, but I do not have one. Shoot. I was gonna offer you the shell of mine that I have sitting around. I'm sure if you have some Discord channels, or Discord, communities, you can ask in there if anyone's willing to sell you the shell of a Mag Strike for cheaper. I thought about doing a Prometheus plus Soldier 76 blaster integration. That is pretty cool. That is a cool concept. Old school cool is what we do, my friend, my dude. Yes, the old school way has always been my favorite way. Not to sound like a hippie, but new stuff kind of sucks. DACA. Hopefully that's not a swear word somewhere, or like a terrible thing to say. Sounds like darker with the Aussie accent. Listening to a lot of Randy Feltface's comedy shows at work, and haven't got Australian accent brain, or the Australian accent out of my brain yet. Tacos are working for short. Why buy new when thrifting's a thing? That's my point, really, because a lot of the newer stuff doesn't really entice me, and if I can find it 4 years later in a thrift store for $5, then I can definitely wait on picking it up. Especially when it's a rehash of something. Orcs in 40k are pretty much speak soccer hooligans. I don't know too much about Warhammer 40k. I know that Nerf Modix, if anyone knows him, and Jangular are into Warhammer 40k. A lot of other people are, and which that requires a lot of really skilled painting, and a lot of those dudes are really skilled at painting, especially such tiny scale. Anyone ever try the cucumber lime Gatorade? I have not. My favorite Gatorade's the ice freaking the white one that's 0 sugar. That's like cherry. That tastes the best in my opinion. My least favorite Gatorade's the orange one, because I'm not a big fan of oranges. Or orange flavored things. Glacier Cherry? Yep, that's the one. From what I heard, Jang worked for that company. He might have. That's definitely a possibility. White one is my favorite as well. Heck yeah. And working at a gas station, we have Gatorade up the ass, so I get to go home with 3 bottles, which is cool. That and the blue are my go-tos. The blue one's pretty good if you haven't had it in like a couple years, at least for me. The blue and red one are kind of too strong for my taste. I also am very picky when it comes to drinks or foods. Oh yeah, a nice paint run. That's what you like to see. Yeah, smart be like. Yeah, I wish I could turn like noise suppression on Discord on here for sanding. Because I know that hurts people's ears and my voice. I'm a low speaking kind of guy, and so audio tuning is hard. I have a Mag Strike shell I'd be willing to sell for cheap. Well, that's cool. You guys would be helping each other like that. I got a Vulcan with no battery cover I need to get rid of. You can always make a deplorable, which you cut off the battery, or you cover with a Maverick handle. So, yeah. If you want a project, that's a pretty easy one. I've been meaning to do a deplorable mod guide, actually, or like a build guide. Because I had a person request in the comments, and I've always thought about doing one. Because I have one deploy, 2 Vulcans, and a crap ton of Maverick handles from that Craigslist lot now. So I'm pretty set on materials. I just need to sit down and actually do it. And it's very intensive. Or time sensitive, or intensive. So I feel like it'd be a really huge video to make. Actually, both of those could be helpful. I'm on Discord, but I am on Instagram. Or Service Strife in it, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay, Michael, if you were to, like, drop your Instagram handle or the link of it in here. I'm not opposed to that. It's a small stream and does not bother me at all. What would an elite version of that mod be like? The deplorable mod, it already shoots kind of elite standard, but if you were to switch out the spring in the Vulcan, because the idea is to have a Strife flywheel cage after the stock Vulcan's spring, but I know there are ways to replace the deploy or the Vulcan spring, so you could potentially get a really high FPS off of a Vulcan, which is funny. My first and second deplorable actually still have their stock plunger tube grease and all the dirt in there. I can't be bothered to clean it. LMG go brrr. I actually have enough parts to complete a Vulcan, or have a complete Vulcan. So I need to go through the two still working ones I have and decipher which one has the best cosmetic condition. And decipher that as my wall hanger, or a shelf hanger, I guess. A dust collector, and put it on a shelf or something. I've been meaning to get more shelves for aesthetic reasons. Just kind of put projects on, because I don't want them getting banged around. I don't want to have 100 walls of pegboard. Alright. That just needs 400 grit sandpaper, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Oh wow, that took the screw post out. I'll have to repair that. That sucks. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. I need to clear my closet and get more organized. Yeah, I've tried to organize down here, but I had a nice low mountain, but then I had to acquire, 100 more freaking blasters. That's why I like to do integrations, because I try and take stuff and just kind of use as much as I have. And the problem is I get sent things from people, which is awesome, but then I also acquire more bullshit that I would need in the future, and I don't feel like buying in the future, because I'm a cheap ass. So then I just end up having like 100 Mavericks. Stream is over an hour. Yeah, I noticed that, but thank you, Matt. I'm going to finish sending the digital camo off the other side of the stock and this side, and then we'll be closing stream. Also, Brachiosaurus needs Michael's Instagram handle there. Have a lot of Mavericks that need to go into therapy. Yeah. All my Mavericks surprisingly work. Except for that one penny modded one, but we don't talk about that one. Nightfinders and, oh yeah, I've seen you around, Michael, then. You've definitely showed up on my Instagram. I think you're newer to Instagram, actually, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I've made a RevMav, but it's not working, unfortunately. I have to redo some things and ask Jolt for a lot of help. I dyed mine once, yeah. I need to do some retro modding, stuff like that. Just to have it around. God, there's bubbles of paint on here. Ugh. I actually just made that Insta account not long ago since I wanted to show people what I do outside of college and running. That's kind of why I made mine. I just wanted to show off what I do. And it's cool that you kind of did it for the same purpose. I hope it's successful. Not saying I'm successful, I'm far from successful, but really hope that you can get your name out there and have some people recognize you. Crayola marker bear. Exactly, Matt. I think Jolt is the true master of keeping old modding alive. It's easier to get Instagram followers and subscribers, in my experience at least. Yeah, I can get that, because it's kind of easier just to get people to follow you than for people to subscribe to you, because it's a lot easier to just click on a link somewhere that you found it and just kind of watch it from there and not necessarily have it pop up in your subscription feed. Or you just see their new videos and recommended. I don't really care about subscriber numbers or anything, which is why I haven't really made a a sub special or whatever. Because the numbers aren't the reason why I do this channel. I do it just to create and hopefully inspire people to do the same thing. Did anyone else know that NF Strike was still making nerf modding stuff? They might be. I know that they had a slight downfall, and they've been making more like, you know, adult stuff. I remember that part of NF Strike. I've been waiting for someone to make a direct plunger deploy. Look up Jolt King 627 and his chronoploy. He made a really cool direct plunger Chronos and like Nexus blaster or Chronos. I think you would definitely enjoy it. Also, highly recommend checking out Jolt King's channel anyway. So on that note, I've gotten all the digital camo and stuff that I've wanted to get off of this, and I have to wait for that to dry anyway. So I'm going to be closing off stream. Thank you guys a lot for sticking around here, and being able to chat with you guys is always a pleasure. I saw Wacom Short yesterday and got some Rapid Strike Select Fire kit with a neat sight too. I saw that short. I saw the thumbnail of it. I haven't really looked into it. I've seen that. That was an amazing mod. I tried to do it, but it did not end very well. No problem. It was great hanging out. It's great to see you, Brickosaurus. Happy to do this, my dude. See you later, Matt. It was nice chatting with you. See you, Michael. See if I can just click on people or... Nope. Alright. Great stream. Love hanging out with you. See you later, Michael.